All right, we are all set, as far as I can remember, all set for splitting later tonight. We even brought the skid loader out, got the ball in the forks so we can move the trailer when we need to. And I'm going to set a lofty goal, but I want to fill this thing tonight. I basically think I have all night, so yeah, like I said, lofty goal, but I'd sure like to get it done because I know tomorrow's Mother's Day, and Mother will not be very happy if I'm trying to split wood on Mother's Day, so we better get it done tonight. But it is time to go get some Mother's Day brunch or lunch or dinner or whatever dinner I guess it is. It's time to go get some Mother's Day dinner and hang out with the in-laws for a little bit. And we'll be back later. Okay, guys. While I was gone, I decided, thought about it anyway, I might try out this 12-way a little bit. It's all pretty straight grain oak, and I think it might split pretty good through it. So I think we're going to give it a whirl. So that should increase our time a little bit, or decrease our time to fill this trailer a little bit. So we're going to get busy. I don't know if you can hear me, but we're going. We got a good start here. It's too dark to get any video, but we started. I forgot to record on the video, but we started about 20 after 8. 20 minutes, we got that much. And we're going to keep going tonight and see how long this takes. Well, I guess I had a fire call after I got started, so we're gonna say 3 hours. I don't know how that compares to the rest of you, but roughly 3 hours. It's midnight now, and it was a little after 9, I think, when I got back from the fire call, and I had about 20 minutes in, so close enough to 3 hours. I ran out of my headlight, so the trailer's not quite full. But I ran out of my headlight, and all I got left is the light on the power pack. But this side's filled right up. Past just a little bit left in this back corner. So yeah, Anyway, before we head in, I'm gonna walk to the other side of the yard. We're supposed to be able to see the northern lights tonight, so. But it's a pretty good load in 3 hours. I'm guessing that'll take 7 hours at least with the other splitter. So, yeah, we'll see. Okay, guys, it's Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. My wife is celebrating by not being with the kids. I don't blame her. I said last night I worked till midnight. I got the trailer full, somewhat full. Took 3 hours, almost exactly. I started out with that 12-way, but there was a lot of slash and stuff with that, and I got into some bigger rounds, and I put the 4-way back on. Good morning and welcome back to Shotlift Family Firewood. Brody and I just got done cleaning the pigs, and we're gonna get set up, I think, for the second part of our challenge here. So I guess my idea was to figure out exactly how much more efficient and stuff that the Wolfe Ridge Pro 28C is, rather than my old homemade splitter, single wedge one. So this is what we got done in 3 hours with the Wolfe Ridge. It is one full cord and that tote of scrap. I ran that 12-way for about 20 minutes. I didn't care for that 12-way much. And then I was getting into some knottier stuff and decided to go back to the 4 for the rest of it. So 3 hours, 3 full baskets, and that tote of scraps for the boiler. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring the old original splitter down here. And my guess is that this pile is going to be, I don't know, probably about 2 hours. So we might have to cut up some more rounds. But we're going to try and do our best to get 3 hours of run time on that old splitter, and then compare the total work done, or total pile of firewood after it's all done. So anyway, Brody got a little dirty, so we need to go get him a new shirt, and then we'll get working on this. Alright, we are set up here. It is just about 2 o'clock, like 2 minutes to 2, so by the time I get this fired up, it'll be 2 o'clock. We're gonna see what we can get done, and we're gonna run this old splitter for 3 hours. And it's gonna be hard to do with that Wolfe Ridge sitting over there, but I'm dedicated to do 3 hours on this homemade deal. Just see how much we can do, compare the two. So here we go. right. The trailer here is full, and the rounds over here are gone. So we're just over 2 hours in, so we did a little better than I expected. So I think we're gonna probably have to finish this video tomorrow. I'm gonna have to get a saw and cut up a few more rounds tonight, and probably get the skid loader bucket up to the splitter here to finish splitting for our 3 hours. So we'll be back tomorrow morning and finish this up. Well, the final results are in, and the old homemade splitter, which is basically a box door splitter, actually did better than I thought. We got a little more than half a cord, less than 2/3 of a cord on the with basically that box door splitter. There's a couple of small boiler chunks up there that were too knotty, but basically some nice uniform stuff and very little slash. There's a couple of pieces of that up on top there too, but very little. The Wolfe Ridge made a full cord in that 3 hours, and nice fairly uniform splits there too, and then all that slash, a lot of that probably because of the 12 way that I used for a little bit, but a lot more cleanup with that for sure. Okay, everybody, so we ran this test 3 hours on each splitter. Took 3 hours to fill the Watchdog dump trailer with the Wolfe Ridge splitter, and took 3 hours to fill the small trailer and the skid loader bucket with the homemade splitter. And it's curious what that really tells us. Basically, for the equivalent amount of wood, I would say it's going to take 5 hours splitting on that home built splitter to get the same amount. So you got to start looking at numbers there and what your time is worth, and that you got a hell of a price difference in the splitters. The homemade splitter cost me $1,000, or actually a little less, and the Wolfe Ridge $8,000, or a little more. So but for me right now, it's more about the time than it is about the cost, or I mean the cost too, but the Wolfe Ridge is going to last forever. If you take care of it, change the slides on it, that thing's going to last forever. I have no doubt about that. My homemade splitter is not going to last forever. It's in pretty tough shape now, and some of this twisty oak really pushed it to its limit. So there's that fact too. You probably, even if you bought a brand new box door splitter, you're gonna wear it out, the tracks and the rails and stuff. So you know, with that homemade splitter, for most people it's probably a one-time purchase, but if you're making much firewood at all. It's probably not a once in a lifetime purchase. And you got to quantify that on how many cords you're splitting. You know, if you're splitting 3 or 4 cords, you know, that few extra hours over the course of the year, probably not a whole lot. Between the boiler and what I'm selling, I'm probably gonna have to be, I don't know, I'm trying to get into the having 20 cords on hand like this, and then it takes 10 cords or a little more to feed the boiler. So you know, we're talking 30 cords over the course of a year. I haven't done the math, but if I could save roughly 2.5 hours or 3 hours a cord, I'm gonna do it. So anyway, I thought it was a pretty neat comparison. Like I said, the box store splitter did do better than I thought. I thought you know, splitting it for the small, for the firewood stands and bundles, I thought it'd be 3 hours just to fill that little trailer. So I did do a little better than I expected. So with that being said, thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.